let them in. And can you guys all just make sure that you are on mute? And I'm so excited to see you all. How are you doing today? Why is that opening like that? I don't know. Zoom sometimes just does things, guys. It just does things a little bit differently. Like usually my chat opens up next to me, like in the same window. And today it's not. It's opening up like a block on top of your faces, which I don't like. So I'm moving it away. Welcome, welcome. I see Pam has joined us as well. And who else entered that wasn't here? Kiara, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to see you all and be connecting with you today. So today's session, I want to clarify a few things, guys, because I know that there are some people that have questions around this. So I want to just clarify a few little things of how the live sessions work. So every second week, I will be sharing a new manifestation technique. Okay. And then the other alternative week is just a Q&A. So I will always end up teaching within that because as you ask questions, I'm going to be answering them and you will be learning different things. And if there's a download or something happens, then of course I will share that with you. But from the perspective of just understanding the rhythm of things, one week is Q&A focused on real interaction. So that's where I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Yes, I am. And I'm going to say, what did you learn from this last session? What are your three key takeaways from this last session? And how are you going to implement them into your life? Why am I doing this, guys? It's because I love you and I want to make sure that you're not only getting the knowledge in your brain, but you're actually embodying the knowledge in your life. Does that make sense? Please, everybody, turn on your cameras. Dimitri, I see you've got yours on. Thank you so much. Tanya, I see you've got yours on. Yay! I can see your lovely face. Jacqueline, I can see your lovely face. And Soraya, I can see your lovely face. But Megan, your camera is off. Pam, Ruth, Kiara, your cameras are off. Please switch them on so that I can see your faces. Hi, everyone. I'm on my phone, no computer. Okay, that's not a problem. Can you put your camera on still? Let me know if you can. Sorry, my kitten just walked past. I wanted to see if she needed to come inside. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Ruth and Kiara. And where's Megan? And Megan to put their cameras on. So, with this in mind, there's Megan. Yay, I can see your face, Megan. Amazing. So, welcome, Megan. I'm so happy to have you join us this week. And everybody, I think some of you already know Megan, but I spoke to her today and I said, get on the live calls. Get on the live calls. And so we got her on, which is great. Um, she will be joining us for the rest of the month, and she will start her round on the 7th of October. And that's going to be the new cycle that will start then. A little bit of housekeeping, guys. I know that I've shared now my phone number with you guys because I'm in the group, but I want to please ask you to keep the conversation in the group. Direct messaging is really reserved for my one-on-one clients. And the reason why is if I've got lots and lots and lots of you sending me messages on WhatsApp, I can't keep up. And so this space is the container for our messages, unless you are one of my one-on-one clients. If you are one of my one-on-one clients, of course you can message me directly because that is part of that service. But this, for healthy boundaries' sake, to make sure that I am able to get back to people in the way that I've committed to getting back to people, the messages need to stay in this group. If there is a question that you require an answer to that you don't want to share in the WhatsApp group, I have said you're welcome to email. But guys, please will you keep in mind that if you send me a very, very long email, that requires my time again, like a lot of my time to go through it and read it and then formulate an answer and respond to you. And so that would be better to set up either a discovery call, connection call, even a 20-minute one. We can do that, or set up a one-on-one session. I'm just trying to manage expectations because I wish that I had enough time to answer and sit and read emails, but I've just got too many things going on to read lengthy emails. If it's a quick question, it's not a problem. But still, if it's a quick question, I would really prefer if we can share in the group. If it's something you don't feel you can share in the group, of course, email it. But if it becomes very long or very long explanation, please understand I love you guys. I love you and I want to serve you guys, but I'm only one human with so much capacity. And so I have to have my boundaries in place. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to serve the people that I have committed to serving at a certain level in the way that we've agreed. And so does that make sense, guys? Do you understand where I'm coming from with that? Yes? Yes, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. Kiara, I'm sitting in an open plan space at the moment at work, and I also have to leave at 12:50. Well, then we should start with you, Kiara. We should start getting feedback from you straight away so that you don't miss out. Oh, and the universe even gave us a thumbs up on that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, on the 23rd of September 2025, it's Kiara. And the crowd goes
Yes.
wild. How are you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm I can't say I'm okay, to be honest. There's been a lot, and everything that you say we should be feeling, and that's exactly what I'm feeling. To
Okay.
be honest, I've only been going through the videos and the work since yesterday.
Okay.
My grandpa got sick. He's 91. He ended up in hospital. He lost his eyesight because of shingles. So I've been going through that at work. We lost a colleague. That to cancer as well. And yeah, I've just been so pressured. I just feel so, I don't know, like you say, maybe it's the energies. I'm just feeling so down, and everything around me just seems so difficult right now, you
Mm,
know?
yeah.
And I honestly can and say straight out to you that I don't feel the energy to do this. I'm sitting with this book. I've got all these tasks to do. I've written down all the stuff I need to do for the day. I've been watching the videos, but I just feel so stuck. And that was something I was going to reach out to you to, like, to give me advice. I mean, I know life happens and there's a lot happening, and they'll be good, they'll be bad, but I don't know. Right now, I don't feel very good.
Yeah, I so
Yeah.
hear you. I really, really hear you, Kiara. And
Mm,
first of all, my condolences on your loss for
thank you.
the person who crossed over.
Mm,
There's been quite a mass exit of souls. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but I know of four people who have passed away in the last month. Um,
mm,
so there has been this kind of just exit of souls that has been happening over the last month.
yeah.
And then with regards to feeling the way that you're feeling, as you've seen in my workshops and as I've been
Yeah.
sharing, you are feeling what a lot of people are feeling. So you're not alone. Um, have you done the 999 workshop?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
No.
For you, Kiara, I would actually, this is my recommendation, and you can submit
Mm,
it and let me know how you feel. But what I would do is actually do the previous workshop, the one that I did before the 999, and then the 999 workshop. And I would
okay.
leave mini manifestation for now, just to
Okay.
clear some. some space out for yourself because I'm feeling like that's is anybody else feeling like that as well? Just pop in the comments if anybody else is feeling in the same space as Kiara, that it's just you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, you're feeling like
Yes.
just everything is a bit much still at the moment and you're not ready to step into the manifestation space. Just pop in the
Hmm.
comments where you guys are and if anybody relates. And Ruth, can you please get the two links for the last two workshops and just pop them into the chat? Um, because for those of you that are still in that space, the invitation is the same invitation that I'm giving Kiara is to do those two workshops and do them in order. Elaine says she is in the same space as well, Kiara. So both of you are in the same space. And I know that Pam
Yes.
was sick as well. And sure, Megan is also feeling like that, Jacqueline,
Mm.
but Jacqueline is managing to focus on the course. Okay, great. Um, so I just want to look at my calendar, because I want to just work something out. Where's my calendar? Give me one moment, guys. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So next week you'll do the third workshop. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I would do, guys. I would focus on doing the two workshops. The 999 replay is the most recent one. Ruth, won't you just post them in order? So the workshop before the 999 replay, it was the first new moon in Virgo, and then the second one would be the 999 replay. So will you just put both of those links in order so that people don't get confused, Ruth? And I would do that, guys. If you're feeling in that space, take a few days break from your mini manifestation work. Although your daily activations, because they're so quick and short, might still be helpful. So feel into that, okay? And then just do the two replays. Ruth has popped them now um, into your chat. Can you see them? I'm going to just repost. Who can see this? Everyone should be able to see this. Okay, so tell me if you guys can see that. So you've got both the workshops. If you are in that space, I would do that because I can feel you still needing to clear a lot, and come into that surrender space. What is still not clear within your field is the surrender. Is that stepping into the space of really trusting that even though these are huge challenges, that they are actually here to serve you and not to make life difficult for you and not to hurt you. And so we need to first, in order to create that clarity within us, some clearing needs to be done and some letting go needs to be done. So the other link that I think is going to take Ruth a little bit longer to find is how many of you attended my session that I did on surrender, tools for surrender? Um, were you guys with me for that? Anybody with me for that session? Tanya, I think you were. Yeah. Soraya, you might have been. Dimitri, no? Okay. So I think that that's also another really good one. Oh gosh, Jacqueline, I think I did it 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. So it was a while ago. Um, it will be on YouTube. But Ruth, we need to just make a note and just find that one. And then we'll send you all an email with those three links. so that if you are in that challenging space, or if you're feeling like you want to step into a deeper level of surrender, that you can watch that workshop and then do the clearing. And and that's the order to do it in fact, is watch that workshop, and then do the clearing workshops, because then that will help you with some of the mindset tools and techniques to step into a deeper space of surrender. And then you'll do the other two workshops. So that's quite a lot of workshops, I know, over the next week before I see you guys again. But I would really invite you, if you are in this space, to do that now so that you can just start clearing the mucky energy that is still, there's residue still, right? And this is the, if anybody joined me live yesterday, which I know some of you did, this is the calling, is you've got to step up and do the work, right? Um, there is, I mean, where are my notes from yesterday? I'm like a mad scientist, guys, in my book. So let me just find them. Dimitri, I am like a mad scientist in this book. Um, Devotion and venture. Mm, New moon in Leo. That was Kali energy. Interesting. Gosh, guys, where did I? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So remember yesterday I said Libra. She's about taking action. You have to, if you want to experience the change, you have to take the action, right? And so I am giving you a lot of things to do, but as you take the action, as you commit to yourself in that way, the doors will start opening, the energy will start easing up. But Libra requires action. Remember, Virgo was very much about clearing out, and she's still around. So as I said yesterday, for the next 3 months, there's still this like balance of release and create, which is the eternal balance, but just very strongly in the next 3 months. There's still very much a big release and create required action. If you take the required action now, you will reap the rewards. Within the next 3 months, they will start appearing, and within the next 6 months, they will be very solidified, right? But you need to do that work right now. Um, Elaine, I know you wrote to me, and my angel, I haven't had capacity to read your email. I'm so sorry. Um, when I do, I will try and get back to you. But as I said at the beginning of the session, when it's a long email, it's really difficult for me to find the time to go through it. Um, Dimitri, I saw your message on WhatsApp, like glanced past it because um, I mean, at the moment, guys, that's what my that's just my Instagram. I mean, my WhatsApp, and I'm constantly clearing, guys. I'm constantly clearing. But as soon as I respond to someone, somebody responds back. So it's like it's really difficult for me to have these one-on-one conversations. So please understand, it's not coming from a lack of love or care for any of you. I love and care for all of you, but it's just I just am one human, right? So Dimitri was speaking about something really interesting, which is part of the mindset that I want you guys to tap into when it comes to surrender. And so this will be a little teaching moment, but it's the trusting in divine timing for your life, trusting that everything happens as it should happen. You have this plan, and then something happens to divert you to go somewhere else. And you don't know why you've been diverted to go somewhere else, but there's a reason why you've been diverted to go somewhere else. In the example that I'm giving you with Dimitri, it's a very light example, is that when I met Dimitri on Thursday night, and then I realized who he was, and we didn't get a photo. And I was like, oh my goodness, we should have gotten a photo. And I was like, universe, at some point, will you just, allow Dimitri and I to bump into each other again, if it is meant to be, so that we can get a photo together. And then Dimitri was on his way to church on Sunday, and he somehow got diverted to coming to the Oranje market where I was, and I just finished paddling. And so we bumped into each other. And so, was that meant to be? Was that divinely planned? Did I co-create that moment with the universe? Right? I think all of the above, but it was absolute divine timing and a beautiful moment that we got to share with each other and connect with each other. And so sometimes that divine timing doesn't feel as delicious and lovely as our moment, right? Sometimes you lose a job or a contract or whatever it is, or a partner or whatever it is, and you get redirected somewhere else. And it is in that moment of that gap between and of going, oh, this is happening to you, like recognizing this is happening to you, then the feelings start welling up inside you, right? And seeing those feelings, honoring those feelings, right? That they're here, taking a deep breath and deciding how you're going to feel next. So notice that you're going to have emotions come up when something happens. That is natural, right? It's absolutely natural. Something happens, an outside thing, and it activates thoughts and emotions within us, right? Hand on heart, catch yourself in that moment. Okay, this is the emotion that's coming up. Where's that coming from? What is the fear place, right? What is the fear place that this is coming up from? Because when we have a negative emotion, it is generally connected to something that is rooted in fear, right? Because even loss is fear of never getting to love that again or encounter that again or whatever, right? So if we understand, okay, where's this fear coming from? Okay, all right. Taking a deep breath. Okay, now I have the opportunity to decide, right, what this is going to mean for me. And maybe right now I don't know. Maybe I don't know what this is going to mean for me, but I can choose to surrender into trust. Really, this is where you are going to be challenged, right? Remember, I said to you, right now you're being challenged to surrender into trust. In the last 4 weeks, that has been the big theme. And yesterday on the top of the mountain, that was one of the things that came up the most, is that people were recognizing that this was one of the biggest callings, was surrender to trust, right? Really stepping into that surrender to trust that everything is happening for you, not to you. So why is this happening for me? So it's the same as when my my grandmother passed at 91. Um, I know Kiara has left now, but for
Good.
you guys,
Yeah.
my grandmother passed at 91, and the last few weeks of her life, I took care of her, and she didn't speak for the last few weeks of her life. And it was actually such a special time, to be honest. There were challenges about it, but it was such a special time because everybody, oh, Kiara is here. Everybody, and I'm not saying your grandfather's going to pass soon, Kiara, so please don't think that that's what I'm saying. But everybody I invited everybody to share beautiful memories with her and just things that they would want to share with her, right? And come to a place of peace and celebration with her. And so I literally got my cousins and my uncle to send voice notes, and I would play them next to her bed. And my gran was a spicy character, guys. She was not that cute little granny. That was not my grandmother. My grandmother did not go mildly into the night. She was feisty. She was one of the first woman to work in a position of power in Mozambique, like literally. And then she still ran a household, as she called it, with four children and a husband and the whole thing, and everything was meticulous and perfect. Hence recovering perfectionist, right? Which has served me in a lot of ways as well. But right to the end, she insisted on her hair being dyed. And, I had to do her nails, and she was always impeccably presented. And, but that also had very much, she wasn't a Virgo, but it very much had that Virgo energy of hypercritical, because when she would see her children, specifically with me, she was very different. But I don't know why. Like me and her had a very different relationship. But with everybody else, if your hair did not look good, or good enough for her, she would say, Shame, go do your hair, type of thing, which would drive everyone crazy. So, in a way, it was a blessing that she couldn't talk for a little while before she went, because everybody got to just give her love without having a spicy response. Let's put it that way. And yet I could see her receiving all the love, like you could see it on her face, right? You could see her receiving all the love. And I think that in a way that was one of her greatest challenges, was receiving love. She had also, remember, when someone is hypercritical of others, it's because they're hypercritical of themselves. They're hypercritical of themselves. You will never be hypercritical of the people around you unless you are hypercritical of yourself. So next time somebody is judgy with you or does anything with you, like just remember how, if you feel like they're being hard on you, trust me, they are 10 times harder on themselves. Please remember that. Okay. With gentleness, I say this. Um, so that was such a gift in a way. When my grandmother got Alzheimer's, um, it's a hectic disease, really challenging disease. But my mother and my grandmother had been at war with each other their whole lives. And then my grandmother was forced to live with my mother. And my mother was forced to take well, she wasn't, because she could have put her in a home. But being a good Portuguese daughter, she brought her to her home, right? And she was like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to go nuts with her living with me. And it actually was such a blessing in disguise, because it forced them to be in the same space for longer periods of time, you know? And whereas before, literally, my mom would like pop in and pop out as quickly as possible because she was avoiding spicy interactions, right? But them being forced to be in the same space, I remember visiting from Cape Town at one point and walking into the lounge, and they were just sitting there reading magazines in the same space. I'd never seen that before in my entire life, right? And there was something that healed there beautifully. And I remember sitting with my gran, and she had dementia and Alzheimer's. And I remember her saying to me, your mom, I love your mom more than anyone. She's the most important person to me. And I would be like, where's my phone? I need to record this so that I can let my mom actually hear this coming from her mouth. And then the moment was, and I'd like start recording and say, what, Far? Far, what did you, what did you say? And she'd go, what? I don't know. What were we talking about? And I'd be like, damn. But that recognition came through, right? That recognition. I don't know what I would do without your mom. And my mom had never had that recognition. And even if I had to be the messenger, that recognition came through. And it wouldn't have come through. And they wouldn't have shifted their relationship in the way that they did if she hadn't gotten Alzheimer's and dementia and had to move in with my mom. If she had just passed away in a different way, they wouldn't have been forced to be in the same space and they wouldn't have had the opportunity for healing their relationship in the way that they did. And guys, by the end of my grand's life, my mom and my grand had become so interwoven and so codependent, I can't even tell you. Like the healing then that needed to happen from like the love, the intense love and attachment that they had for each other. That was the next healing, the next like level of healing that needed to come through. So does it make sense what I'm saying to you? And you guys all know I almost died. Was that a gift? Absolutely. I wouldn't be doing this work if I hadn't gone through that, right? I shared with you as well about, I wonder if I shared that with you. I wonder if it's in the next module about when I was trying to fall pregnant and I had the miscarriage. Have you guys watched that module yet? Okay, that's module 3. You'll see it. But I lost a baby and it was a blessing. And when I say I lost a baby, I didn't lose the soul. I just lost the experience of becoming a mother at that time. And I am completely at peace with that. In fact, I sit in gratitude for it because my life would have gone in a trajectory that would have been really intense. And now it's gone in another one that I'm really grateful for. So you'll see it in module 3. But the reality is that even that, as heartbreaking, of course it was heartbreaking. I still got one of my best friends got me a bangle for my 2 babies that I had miscarriages. So funny. Her name is Lauren and my name is Susanna, and my babies' names were Sophia and Luna. And so she's got S and L on this little charm that she gave me. And her name is Lauren and my name is Susanna. So we've got Sophia and Luna and we've got Lauren and Susanna. And I carry them with me all the time. Um, but I know that it was not the right time for those souls to come through. And you can see, can you guys feel I'm completely at ease with that, right? Yeah. Okay. So does that mean, guys, this is important as well. Does that mean that I don't sometimes experience heartache? Absolutely not, right? Of course I do. I'm a human being. So please be gentle with yourselves. You're human beings. But do I trust completely with my whole soul that this was right for me and everybody else involved for our highest timeline? Yes, 100%. Can you see the difference? You can feel the pain, you can feel the heartache of whatever the situation is. Hence, I said, you first hold your heart and you feel whatever you need to feel. But then you step into trust and surrender. And this is how we remove suffering, because suffering, all suffering is wishing things were different to what they are. If you stop wishing that things were different to what they are and you accept what is as the highest good for you, you won't suffer anymore. It is only when our mind tricks us to thinking things should be different than what they are that we suffer. I feel like that's important for you guys to really grasp today. Does that make sense, guys? Did you get something from what I've shared with you? Can you just post in the comments? Like, and if anybody wants to ask a question or if anybody wants to share an insight or share something that they've taken away from this, you're absolutely welcome. This is our conversation space. So please, Jacqueline is hell yang the situation. Get huge gifts in this situation. Wow. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And it took me grabbing onto my heart and literally falling down and sobbing, snot crying, right? At the time. Of course, my heart was broken. It was completely, I can feel it in me still that it was so broken. But then exhaling and stepping into alignment of surrender. And then the gifts came. As soon as I stepped into alignment of surrender, the gifts came. And it blew up my life. And I had to change everything in my life. Thank goodness, because it led me where I am. Okay. But it was hard. I'm not saying it was like easy peasy Japanesey. It took a lot of courage and it took a lot of strength and it took a lot of compassion for myself and for the situation. Megan, whatever is meant for you will always find you, will always, no exception. It is it is literally you being the vibrational match to that thing that allows it to appear in your reality. That is it. If it is meant for you, it will appear. But you can keep it away from yourself by not being the vibrational match to that thing, right? And how do you do that, guys? You're holding on to the frickin' ball. You're wishing the situation was different from what it was, from what it is, right? Surrender. I surrender. And even if you have to say a million times, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I trust, I trust, I trust. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I trust, I trust, I trust, I trust. Right? And I've got this new one. Okay, so whether you say God, universe, Allah, whatever, you say, I'm going to say universe just for the sake of this. Universe, I'm so curious to see how you're going to make this happen for me. Universe, I'm so curious to see how this is for my greatest intention. I'm so excited to see how you will show me that this is for my greatest intention, right? Have that conversation. Have that conversation. The universe, God, Allah, Buddha, is always listening, always loves you with everything. And the quicker you step into that space of going, I trust this is for my highest good. I'm so excited to see what that good looks like, what that good feels like, what that good is like as an experience in my reality. But I trust, I trust, I trust. Um, all right. Thank you so much. I took away surrender into trust. Yes, Elaine. Megan, I'm busy closing my factory and letting go of my staff, and I keep saying that to myself. And that's huge, Meg. That's huge, my angel. But I can see your staff getting incredible jobs, and I can see you moving into something that's going to feed you so much better. It's going to come. So just open yourself. So what am I doing next? What is this going to look like? Right? So one of the things that like in relationships, in jobs, in all of these things, if you are in that headspace of alignment of going, I'm trusting and I'm following the cues, I'm following the messages from the universe, is that you will always be going up. and up and up. So if you are having a relationship and it ends, the next relationship, you'll notice that has more qualities that resonate with you than the relationship before, right? And then you go to the next one and then the next one. And even if, like in a job situation, if you're going from being an entrepreneur, by the way, like Meg, I take my freaking hat off to you. I am one of those crazy people who was born like you, who also is an entrepreneur. And I've only worked for someone for 3 months of my life. And it was a crazy time for me because entrepreneurs are people who are unhireable. That's what I always say. For people that are hireable, it's a much more steady, sort of easy way of moving through the world. Entrepreneurs are those crazy people who are unhireable. But then there are joys, pros and cons in both of them. But Meg, it requires bravery. It requires so much bravery to do what you're doing. So I just want to take my hat off to you and honor you, right? For what you've done, for taking the leap, taking the chance. And I have no doubt that it has expanded you in multiple ways. Has it expanded you in multiple ways? Yes? She's nodding like this, guys, if you can't see her, right? If I didn't take the risk, I wouldn't have ever known exactly. And I think the worst thing, at least for me, is I never want to be on my deathbed and be going, oh, I should have just, what if I'd been brave, right? And what if I just trusted in myself enough to try that? What if? On that note, kids, I'm speaking in Dubai on the 8th of November. It is official. I've signed the contract and I will be in Dubai on the 8th of November. So, in terms of workshops and retreats, so that you know, I'm only going to be running a 2-day retreat in Cape Town, the 18th and 19th of October. So it'll be a mini one. And then I'll be doing one in November when I get back from Dubai. So it will be the third sort of weekend of November. So those are the dates I'm looking at. I'm waiting to get confirmation from the venues. And as soon as I have confirmation from the venues of availability, then I will be able to give you the exact dates and costs because I have to obviously take all of those into account. But for those of you who in South Africa or planning a trip to South Africa. I'm just giving you those more or less dates so that you've got them to diarize, and I will confirm exact dates and prices within by Monday. They'll be out there and for you guys. Okay. Um, Right, there's me, Meg, stepping into like, oh my God, I'm going to Dubai to speak on this massive stage in front of 5,000 people, you know? And I'm just, I got the opportunity. And I once didn't step up to that. And I'll never forget it. I remember when I started producing feature films, the Gauteng Film Commission and the South African Film Commission invited me to speak on a board as a producer. And I was like, are you mad? I'm like 25, 26 years old. Like I can't, and all of these dudes are like in their 50s, and 60s. Like I'm this young girl. No, I'm not coming to speak. I don't know what I'm talking about. And they were like, you do, come, come, come. And I didn't do it. And thank goodness, guys, because I sat there in the audience and could answer every single one of the questions that were asked to those guys. And I sat there going, you do know this stuff. Oh, wow. Like you actually do know what you do, like what you're talking about. And I needed that experience to kind of make me go, I'll never do that again. When somebody asks me, I will say yes. Right? But I needed the experience of rejecting the experience so that I knew how important it was for me to not reject the experience again and actually put on my big girl panties and be brave. I get nervous, guys, before I speak in front of thousands of people. I'm not like this weirdo who doesn't get nervous. I get nervous, right? So it's the same as any challenge you facing. I get it if you get nervous, but I would be letting myself down and I would be letting my community down and I would be letting down so many things if I didn't just still put on my big girl panties. So maybe that's the invitation this week is you know that it is Libra. She requires action. It has been the equinox, the day of balance. How are you going to bring balance into your life? More of a balance, right? So more of what was the other word that I used? Harmony. How will you bring more harmony into your life? By stepping forward with love. Don't allow your mind and your heart to choose fear. Choose love, choose surrender. How do you control the nerves before going on stage? I pray. Literally, I do my connection. So, like I do with you guys and with any session that I do, I go into my spiritual medicine. I create a grid. I mean, you must see, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this in Dubai. I'm going to have to travel with rose quartz crystals, but I literally create a grid in the room. Like the other speakers laugh at me, Robin Banks, Brian Welsh, like all of those guys, they're always laughing at me because I'll arrive with my bag of rose quartz crystals and I put them around the room. And then I'll go in there the night before and I'll create a grid for the entire event, right? And then at home that morning before, like the night before and that morning, I'll again create a grid, create a connection with all of the beings, right? That are the divine teams of everyone involved, right? And mine. And I surrender and I say, I trust that you've put me in this position to share something with all of these beautiful souls. And I trust you will guide me on what that is. And even if I have a talk planned, something will end up coming through that wasn't planned in that talk because their guides are, "Poo poo, this person needs to hear it." And that's why you'll often hear me saying in talks, I don't know who needed to hear that, but clearly somebody did, right? I say it often because it's not planned, it's just coming through. And so I step into surrender. That's how I control the nerves. Okay, I'm here for a reason. Show me what it is. Is this resonating with you guys? Is it helping you guys? For those of you who have been feeling like, oh my gosh, this is a lot, like, is what I'm sharing helping you shift into a different state, right? Even if it's just a little shift going on. Say in the comments so that everyone can hear and everyone can be on the same page. Soraya needs to leave. No problem, my angel. I will chat to you soon. It's helping so much. Yay, Elaine. Yay. Yes, it's calming. Pam is saying, yay. Okay. Energy shifting already. This is why these live sessions are so important. Yes, absolutely. Yay. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yay, yay, yay. Um, who else? I just want to go back and see if I missed anything that anyone said. Um, I think Kiara has left. I think she's had to go. Yeah, she has. Okay. Um, so Ruth, will you follow up with Kiara, please, and just find out if she's okay? And I'll get the replay up as soon as possible. Okay, guys, so that you guys can watch that. Hell yes, the session was absolutely inspiring. Yay! Noted. Thank you, Ruth. Yes, I can't wait for the next step in my business. Yay! Yes, definitely resonates with me. So soothing. Yay! I'm so glad. Hell yeah, from Dimitri. Yes, absolutely. Wonderful. Okay, beautiful, guys. So we have not done anything that I said that we were doing in this session. Damn it. I wanted you guys to recap. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes right now. I want you to write down, right, in the messages section right here. What is at least, yeah, no, I would like three. I'm going to give you a minute. I would like three things that that stood out for you from this last session. Did you all do this last session? That's something I suppose I need to ask. Did you guys all do this last session? Elaine says yes. Pop in the comments. I'm watching. Soraya says yes. Good. Megan, no, that's fine. Megs, yes. Dimitri says yes. Pam, I'm sorry I didn't. Okay, no problem. All right, what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do is I am going to play a song for you. It's a song I love. And I'm going to, let's see how long this song is. Oh, no, not that one. That's very long. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's 4 minutes. I'm going to give you 4 minutes, and I want you to write down three takeaways, either from this session that we just did now, right? If you didn't do the actual mini manifestation class, do it from this session that we did now. Three takeaways and how you are going to use them. Like, what was the aha moment, and where in your life are you going to action that and make a difference? What are you going to do with that information that will actually make a difference in your life? Because it's all good having the information here, guys, but I want you to embody it. I want to know how you are going to use it to shift your circumstances. So I'm going to give you 4 minutes and 41 seconds, right, to do that. And I'm going to play you a song while you do that. And either from this session or the mini manifestation. And I want you to write it all down in the comments right here. Okay. So let me share this beautiful screen so that you can listen to a song I love while you do that. Share sound. And you can turn your cameras off while you are doing this. I don't mind. I know some of you might want to, but I just put them back on when I
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you.
Hello. Okay, beautiful. Yay, I can see that you guys are responding. So, Dimitri, rhythm and rhyme that flows. Is that with regards to creating mantras? Yeah, okay. So every day and every way I'm getting better and better and better. That's such a good one, right? Like even if you just did that one, whenever you find your mind going like monkey, and you just repeated that every way in every day and every way I'm getting better and better and better. It's such a good one. And and I did say like you can use that for anything, right? So you can say every day in every way I'm getting healthier and healthier and healthier. Every day in every way I'm getting wealthier and wealthier and wealthier, right? You can use it in any way that you want, right? It's such a fun one. Create a date for your dream. Ding ding ding. Nice. May 2026. Bring it on for Dimitri. Be aware of Mona Lisa coming out to play. Yes. No Mona Lisa. Hold the vision and let go. Yes. So I think perhaps even with wording, let's look at that and say experience the vision, embody the vision and release. So even saying hold the vision is maybe, and I might have used it before, Dimitri. So, I mean, there's no judgy, but I'm just thinking in terms of words, like embody it, like feel it, as your reality and release. Beautiful. Thank you, Dimitri. Tanya, surrender, believe that what is meant to be will be, believe in divine timing, pull up big old panties. Dun dun dun. We've got a lot to talk about big old panties. Tanya. Okay, yes, I love these. And can you tell me how you're going to use them? Where are you going to use them in your life? So, three things that you know that you can do in order to make sure that those things are experienced. So, not just beliefs in your head. So, for instance, believe in divine timing. Is there something that you've been trying to make happen by a specific date that you can go, okay, I release that now with love, knowing that it will happen for me exactly when it's supposed to. Do you understand what I'm saying, Tanya? All right, so please will you just write those down? Megan, I am capable of navigating the season with wisdom as I'm preparing a space of joy, peace, and new beginnings. What I will do differently to be fulfilled, to be a fulfilled version of me. Susanna, what is that song called? Yeah, we should put it in our mini manifestation. It's called The Power Is Here Now, and it's by Alexia. I'll write her name in here. Alexia. Ruth, please remind me to add this. Alexia. It's such a beautiful song. Don't you love it, guys? It's beautiful. All right, let me go back up. Beautiful, Meg. I also want to know like 3 takeaways and how you're going to action them, right? So please put that there. I'm being strict or I'm being organized and ordered because I want you to be organized and ordered because this is going to serve you, right? Elaine, my aha moment is the course where one, I schedule a date with yourself in your diary to do the meditation. Yes, you've got to schedule, you've got to put it in your diary, otherwise, it just doesn't happen, guys. Write to yourself as a child and say with enthusiasm, guess what we achieved? Guys, that is such a fun exercise to do, right? It is so much fun to write to your younger self and say, did you see what we did? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you see what we did? When you write to a younger version of yourself and you actually say that. I mean, you can even write to yourself now as your now like as your 90-year-old version and your now version, right? I know you were feeling lost. I know you felt like that was happening and it was so hectic and so difficult to deal with. But actually, guess what happened? Right? Can you see how that is going to infuse a different energy into the situation now? So, yes, Elaine, please write that letter to yourself. Okay, beautiful. Do not say to the universe, please, can I have, say thank you for. Yes, very good. Very, very good, Elaine. Now, do you know where you're going to do this in your world? Dun, dun, dun. Jacqueline, Masterclass 2, start and keep celebrating myself. Yes. How? Focus on the wins, celebrate through dancing to the playlist, be cheerful and dare to act silly. Love it. Beautiful. Number 2, the universe has my back. How? Really release the ball to the puppy. Practice trust and look for evidence where the universe showed that it has my back. On fire, Jacqueline. Number 3, cut cords in a friendship that no longer serves me. Don't stay to be a punching bag. How? Friendship wise, to one specific friend, stop feeling guilty and responsible for everything. Very, very good. Very organized, Jacqueline. Beautiful. Well done. Pam, I learned that I can surrender to trust. I will trust that all that's happening is meant for me and I will learn from it. And you will expand from it, right? Remember that that we really are expanding into love. Even in those situations where we are super challenged and somebody hurts us, right? What is the invitation there, guys? Healthy boundaries, right? But love and compassion for all involved. So challenging sometimes. So challenging sometimes. But that's it. Expand into love. Beautiful. You can talk to the universe, God, throughout your days. Yes, every moment. all the time. I do it all the time. They're always listening. Yes, 100%. The universe has your back. God has your back. That all that is has your back. Every time I go into spiritual medicine process with you guys, I wish I could show you what I see. Like it's just endless beings of light here, surrounding you, supporting you. It's beautiful. That is what is right here with you, right now, every moment of every day. But it's about you connecting and trusting in that connection. Okay, Soraya, Masterclass 2. Does the decision bring me closer to my most authentically empowered self? Oh, that's a beautiful one, Soraya. I will implement it every time I'm faced with a challenging decision. Beautifully organized. I have learned how to manifest correctly, and I will implement it every time I manifest. Beautiful. Every morning, go and reach to yourself. I would implement it every day. Oh, won't you say that in a different way, please, Soraya, because I'm not understanding. So just point number 3. Will you rewrite that, please? Pam, release anything or anyone that does not serve me. Yeah, so guys, I'm not saying go cut out everyone out of your life, right? That's definitely not what I'm saying. But there are certain relationships that no matter how much you have tried, drain you and are not for your highest good. And sometimes they are here to teach you boundaries, right? And so it is in those situations that we then cut ties with love, right? Not with anger, not with hate, with love. And we remove ourselves from the situation. Same as my biological father, he's abusive, so I can't have him in my life. But when I think of him, I send him love and compassion. To the point that his lawyer knows that if he gets arrested, that they can call on me as a witness, a character witness, to make sure he doesn't go to a jail where he will be harmed and he is put in a space where he will be cared for. Can you see the level of compassion and love for myself? Because I have the boundaries not to have him in my space, so he can't hurt me. But of course, I will do what I can to keep him safe and unharmed. Can you see that, guys? This is the kind of space that I really invite you to step into, because then you are not in prison. When you are sitting with anger, with sorrow, with frustration, whatever it is for another person, you are in prison. I want you to move through life with a feather on your back, with the beautiful feathers that are your wings, right? Okay. I have to leave as well. I'm running over, Megan. Thank you for keeping me accountable for time. I'm sending so much love. I'm so glad that you made it to the session, and thank you for being here. Right. I'm going to wrap up, guys, because we are 10 minutes over time and I have a client session in a few minutes. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all for showing up for me today. Thank you for doing your best. Your best is good enough. I appreciate you. I love you. You deserve to be happy. I love this, Soraya. Thank you so much. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me do the work that I do. Thank you for being here. For those of you who want to carry on with the membership and be able to like be in these live sessions throughout the year, please just send us a message and we'll set up a payment plan for you. I know some of you are already signed up for that, and I'm so excited that you will be continuing on next month. every session, as you can see, there's learning and sharing and growth involved, and it will just continue on. And the reason why I created the membership side of things is because I also am super aware that we can change this much within this amount of time, but in this amount of time, there's so much more, right? And it's always exponential because if your practice is consistent, the growth is exponential. It goes like this, right? And that's what I want for you guys. So do let me know if anybody wants to join for next month or join even for the year, because I do have that option available. And obviously, you save money if you are joining for the year. Thank you, 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 thank you. So much love for each and every one of you. And I will see you next week. So next week, we said we'll do evening to accommodate the people who can't do day. Are you guys all good with doing evening? Tanya, does it become very late for you? Is that the problem? It does, hey. Okay. I'll do another poll in the group and just ask if everyone can try and stick to lunchtime. I know that there is one or two people that have work, so it makes it a little bit difficult for them. But let's see what the vote is. I'll do another vote. Okay. All right. Okay. So much love.